Well, happy Thursday. Here we are in Avid, getting ready to do our Google Slides. So in order to do Google Slides, and excuse my throat, I've had like a froggy in there all day. I don't know what's going on. But if you could go ahead and make sure that you've looked at the basics for creating Google Slides. I put a very elementary one for younger kids just because they went kind of slow and they explained the transitions. The second video is more, it talks about that basically quickly in the beginning, and then it goes really fast through how to decorate and how to do backgrounds and change themes. So I will go ahead and also add a separate little video that will show you what I did to create the ones for the college presentation. So let's go ahead and get started with sharing the screen here, and I'll give you my information. And basically what I do is I give you, these are Google Slides that I am actually showing you. So I'm going to show you how I made because I made a sample one. And so let me explain everything behind the whole assignment. First of all, this is our number 4 in our table of contents, making the slides. So you're going to make Google Slides presentations, and I'll post the separate lessons. There should be 2 of them, and then there'll be another one by me. So what you're going to do, well, first of all, you might be asking, why are we making slides? I mean, didn't we already do an essay? What else are we going to do? So sorry, I got to click instead. My bad. So basically, I can hear you right now. Wait, what? Can I just copy and paste my essay? More work? Isn't my essay enough? Well, okay. So the essay is for language arts. That's going to be scored for language arts. Your slides are going to take the place of your college board. So since we're not doing college boards, this will be the presentation part of your AVID project. You're going to get a score for AVID, not for English language arts for this part, for the Google Slides. So I just want to make sure you know that. Okay, so what are the requirements? What do you have to do? Here you go. I'm going to go ahead and take it one at a time. Your slides should contain as many pieces of information as possible from the list in your notes. So you should have taken a look over here on the right-hand side. Let me see if I can get my little pointer. Over here on the right-hand side, you have all the lists of information that you should have filled in your notes. I left the right side blank because everybody's going to have different information. So you have to choose, well, okay, you have to have at least 7 slides, no more than 10. So between 7 and 10 slides. You need to have at least 15 pieces of information. The information is any of these items, and they don't all have to be words or bullet points. I'm going to show you because because it's a Google slide presentation, you need images, because that is basically you're showing what you found in your research. You're showing off information in a visually pleasing way. So you should have at least 8 images. You can definitely have more, but you have to have at least 8 images. And obviously, if 8 of those images are self-explanatory, like you have a picture of the mascot, that's fine. You don't have to write the mascot is. You can, but you don't have to. You might want to write what the name is underneath. The other thing you need to know is that your slides need to reflect your school colors. I'll show you how to do that in the separate video, and I'll show you my example in just a bit. Slide 1, the first slide, is your title slide. Your title slide, just like your title cover in your essay, has to have the full name of the university and an image, a picture. You choose what picture, you choose the image, whatever it is you want. The nicest picture you can find of your university. You can even use the same one from your report, it's totally fine. Slides 2 through 6, you're going to choose how to arrange the information on those 5 slides. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, you're going to decide how you want to put it together. Up to you entirely. Slide 7 is your resource slide. You're going to include a bullet point list of all of your resources. You can just copy the list from your bibliography once you get it done, so I wouldn't do this till the end. But the problem with that is that the formatting is going to be really weird and you're going to have to fix it. So I can probably show you how to do that in the next video, just in case. But if you haven't done the bibliography page, don't worry about it till afterwards. Okay, you can come back to this video if you need to. And obviously, anything, if you copied images from another website, you need to include the list of those websites as well, in addition to whatever you might have had in your bibliography. All right, so let me continue with the requirements. Slides 2 through 6, those 5 slides with information, let's get something really clear. You are not to copy the essay text onto your slides. You are only to use bullet points and short sentences. PowerPoint slides are not meant to take the place of your essay. And if all you do is cut and paste, I don't want to double read the same information. I want it quick, I want it nicely arranged, I want visuals. You want to make the presentation so that your audience understands a lot of information in a very short amount of time. Do not copy and paste. Shorten everything up. You should have short lists and brief information. I'll show you my examples. Decorate the slides however you want, as long as they reflect the university. If you have a picture of a bunch of cheerleaders, I don't know, that's not really reflecting the university. You want information. The images and the wording must be respectful. Your 8 images should be reflecting the list of information. So that's really important. Don't just choose something, I don't know, like a dog or a cat, if it has nothing to do with your university or your school colors or mascot. No more than one of the same image. So only one picture of a mascot, one sport picture, one picture of the founder, one picture of students on the campus. You can have 2 images of the university itself, so on the cover page and then somewhere else in slides 2 through 6. That's the only thing, the picture of the university, that's fine. You could also have a picture of the city and state that it's in. It's up to you. A map, you can do that, you can add that. At least one of the images needs to be a chart or a table, and I'll show you how to do that in my next video also. I'll show you how I took information and I made it into a table really easily. All right, so how are you going to be scored? How do I know I'm doing well? So there's a copy of this rubric. This is really blurry, and I apologize. So the rubric is really blurry here, but in your Google Classroom, actually in the stream, you're going to have a copy of this. So you're going to be scored based on your organization, your graphics, your background, and your spelling and your grammar. Please proofread your presentation. If anything is underlined in red or in blue, you can use the 2-finger tap on the little pad, or if you have a mouse, you right-click to see the suggestions to how to change it. More often than not, they are correct. So how are you going to do this? How are you going to get started on your slides? Number 1, watch the instruction videos. If you already knows how to use Google Slides, that's fine, but you really should check out the videos in case there's something you don't know, because there are some things that you can always learn. Then you're going to go to classwork in Avid, and you're going to open the blank slides. You'll find the blank slides there, and open it up and get the background color set with the school colors. I'll show you how to do that in the next video. You also might want to put the full name of the university on the first page. That's something that you're going to have to do right away. Do not change the title of your Google Slides. Because I put it into Google Classroom, it automatically created one for you. Don't change the name, because then it won't link up into in a place where I can find it later. Please don't change the title. Don't change the file folder where it's located either, because if it's not in the folder, it's going to look like you didn't do it. Even if you turn it in, it may not connect to my Google Classroom. All right, add information from your notes. Go through your notes page, decide which information you want to put in your slides, how you're going to arrange everything, import your photos, write your bullet points and your short sentences. And then finally, before you turn it in, click Present. In the upper right-hand corner, there's a little button that says Present. Click it just to see what it's going to look like. Correct any errors or misspellings. You may also want to change the transitions and make them interesting. I'm going to show you that I chose the cube one, or did I choose page turn? Whichever, it looks different, and I'll show you the different ways to change that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate by clicking escape here. And then I'm going to go to my sample. Here is my sample, and I'm going to click present, and I'm going to show you how it looks. So there's the university name, there's the picture. You'll notice the background is blue and all the words I made them white because blue and white are the colors of the university. Oh, that's what I did, flip. So as I click on the space bar, you'll see that more pictures pop up. I've got Mount Holyoke is located in South Hadley, Massachusetts, so that's a picture of the town. Paws is the mascot, Mary Lyon is the founder, and here's a quote by Mary Lyon. You'll notice I put a picture in the background. I'm going to show you how to do that in my next slide also, if you didn't catch it, or the next video, if you didn't catch it in one of the demonstrations. And then I added the facts also in white so that it stands out. I have the school seal, which is yet another visual. And then the name, actually, this was part of the picture, so it's just there again. Here's my tuition and fees chart. I made a chart on the right-hand side, and I have a list of information about tuition and fees. I have demographics. I copied these from the internet, and then I wrote a couple of sentences at the top. I have Campus Live. This information came from right from my notes. I just copied and pasted them, and then I changed all of the fonts so that it matched. And then I found this one picture that had 5 pictures, and I was absolutely loved it. Now here's my resources page. I added a photo on or a clip art on the side, and I have listed all the different resources that I used. And I not only copied from the bibliography, but I had to add a couple because I found some off of other sites. So that's my presentation. And you'll see on the left here, these are all my little pages. Okay, and I will go ahead and put this up as a sample so you can see it in the resources section. And you can kind of just look. Obviously, you're not going to copy because nobody has my university. Please don't copy my format. Be creative. I know you can do this. All right, so that's your basic instruction for how you're going to do this. I will put together another video in a minute so that I can show you how to actually get started and get your video all prepared. All right, thanks. Good luck.